The Political, Legal and Security Affairs Coordinating Ministry has formed a special task force to crack down on online gambling.
Minister Hadi Cahyanto told reporters in a briefing yesterday that as a part of the crackdown, the Financial Services Authority has frozen over 5,000 accounts over suspicious activities.
Yes, the Communications Ministry has also blocked over 800,000 sites connected to gambling. The task force was formed under President Joko Widodo's orders amid a spike in online gambling.
Financial Intelligence Agency, or PPATK, counted 3.3 million online gamblers last year, mostly small-time rollers and over 320 trillion rupiahs in transactions. This year's transactions so far have totaled over 100 trillion.
Dari pembicaraan yang tadi kami laksanakan bahwa OJK itu mencatat ada 5.000 rekening yang sudah dibekukan karena adanya kegiatan yang anomali. Anomalinya apa? Itu frekuensinya besar, namun nilainya kecil. Karena apa? Ini mengkait dengan apa yang ditemukan oleh PPATK. PPATK mencatat sejak 2017 sampai dengan 2024 itu terjadi peningkatan judi online yang secara signifikan berdasarkan data yang ada di PPATK. Tahun 2023 itu sebanyak 3,2 juta warga negara bermain judi online.
Now to talk more about this situation of online gambling crisis in Indonesia, joining with us in the studio, criminologist Professor Adrianus Meliala. Good morning, Professor.
Good morning. Thanks for inviting me.
Yes,
Good
thank
morning,
you for coming
Professor
to the studio.
Adri. Yes, this is so interesting because I've personally known a person whose husband is doing online gambling and actually making a terrible impact to the economy of the family. So, what do we know so far about online gambling in Indonesia? Who creates the sites? And what are the damages that have been done? What do you know, Prof?
Well, since I'm observer since 2 decades ago, then
Yes.
I feel that actually we are very much, underpaid in terms. Giving a small attention to this. Yeah? Despite the fact that actually the effect of this phenomenon has been so high and significant. So I'm quite thankful for the Minister of Mr. Hadi Cahyanto for raising up this occasion. Since actually, well, considering the number of money involved, number of people involved, then actually it's quite small actually activities that have been undertaken by the government so far.
Right.
By producing just kind of a task force to handle this kind of enormous situation, I don't think it is sufficient at all.
Right,
Yeah?
right. So what do we need to do then to tackle this
Well,
problem?
back to the regular portfolio of the minister.
Right.
Yeah? Because under the Minister of Information and Communication, actually they have a specific Director General who handle that kind of issues. So how come that we need such kind of external structure, which is actually temporary, such as task force, to overcome this actually very important situations?
Yes.
So I don't think that this task force will contribute much in terms of resolving the issue. We have to go back to the regular structure within the minister, that having sufficient manpower, sufficient budget, as well as sufficient authority, to take down the platform,
Right.
to pursue the person who installed the gambling
Sites.
sites,
Yeah.
as well as to investigate actually person who participate in that online gambling.
Also
Right.
to
Also the
investigate
users.
people. Also the
Well, I don't think that actually we have to arrest the users
Yeah, yeah.
at the very beginning, because actually they are actually incited. Yeah,
They're actually victims.
encouraged by the online gambling as well. So we have to look for the platform first, and then coming up to the following up by the people who participate.
Are the sites run by Indonesians?
Yes and no. But at least the IP address of the online gambling platform are not from Indonesia. Yeah.
Where are they from?
The U.S. mostly. Yeah.
US.
The US mostly. Yeah.
Wow.
And in terms of the internet world, actually the distance is not the issue, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It may come from everywhere, and that actually the problem, the access problem, because by having the IP address outside Indonesia, then Indonesian jurisdiction is difficult to reach out the ownership. And however, I mean to make it simple, we have Interpol, we have multi countries agencies, right? So we can ask as a public what actually have been done by Indonesian governments, by encouraging other governments, to tackle the situations. Whether Indonesian government have issued, such kind of red notice, so that the other governments, may arrest, the owner of the platform. Yeah,
Right.
Meaning that actually, the effort that have been done so far, for me, it's a minimum. Yeah, considering the number of money involved, number of people involved, as well as the victimization that have been involved by this.
Yeah, because it's actually a quarter of the state budget. 320 trillion rupiah is
That
actually
is a lot of money.
That is indeed a lot
You
of
can
money.
say that because actually especially during the pandemic, actually the Indonesian state budget has been quite fallen down. So it's now estimated 1,300 something trillion. Yeah. So if we believe that at the end of the day, at the end of the year, then the cost of the gambling online will be 300 trillion. Then it is actually 25 or 30% of the state budget.
Yeah,
so you can estimate how many preliminary school buildings can be built by that.
Correct.
Right. I'm curious. So why do you think, Prof, that Indonesia as a country is a lucrative market for online gambling, and why are we so addicted to it?
That's a good question. Probably we have to look back to the situation that we have a very big middle class people, young people, very competitive, industrious, as well as looking for better prospect in their life, and having money in their pocket, right?
Yes.
And when they are stuck with the situation, so meeting up with the gambling then could be seen as a easy way,
it's a quick way to gain money.
It is, yeah.
So what is the modus operandi of online gambling, Prof?
For the participants, it's very easy.
Yeah.
We can start, indulging in the gambling by using our 50,000 rupiah.
Right.
Well,
So that's the way these website lures people to
It
gambling. And then what else?
And then when we apply our social media, then it comes up in our
in the ads.
in the ads,
Yeah.
And it's very easy. Yeah, I mean the login process is very simple, very modest, so that anyone can join.
Right.
Again, by using 50,000 rupiah, we can start playing, and here we are at the beginning. Then as a bait, we can rather win.
Yes, several times
Bit by bit, and then at the end we lose everything.
Yes, it's basically to just lure you and then just make you stay there, make you think that you're going to keep winning.
It is.
Because you get addicted in the beginning and it's like, okay, maybe next time I'll win, maybe next time I win. And this is what's creating the problem. I would like to know, is gambling legal in Indonesia or no? Because you mentioned earlier about America, how these sites actually, if we have a look at their IP addresses, one of the countries is actually America. Is gambling legal in America, and is gambling legal in Indonesia?
No, gambling is illegal.
Illegal all over the world, or
Oh, no,
In Indonesia.
Yeah, in
Whether it's
Indonesia.
online or
Okay.
offline, it's completely illegal.
completely illegal.
Illegal, right.
That's actually the tricky things, because despite the fact that it's undertaken online,
Yeah.
we are using the similar KUHP, the criminal law,
Yeah.
which is basically practiced in the people-to-people gambling, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So that's why some academics have come up with the idea to create a new law for a specific kind of gambling like this one, right?
Online gambling.
Like online gambling, because
Right.
here we are. I mean, for a good attorney, they may argue, well, you say it's gambling, but then where is the money? Where's the rolling jacket, something like that?
Yeah.
Right. Where's the roulette sort of thing? Yeah. Yeah, but is gambling legal in the US? Because I was basically trying to figure out if the Indonesian government will be able to send a red notice saying that, hey, this is not okay in our country, this is not legal, and you need to do something with your website creator in the US. But if the US legalize or is legal to do gambling in the US, then they'll be like, no, it's our freedom, right?
You're right. That's why something that has to be empowered in terms of Indonesian situation. That is our criminal law, and we believe that actually our new criminal law, gives something to that. Yeah, by mentioning the online gambling as one of the type of the gambling that is regulated, strictly prohibited by the law.
Yes.
That's one thing. The second, again, I'm quite reluctant to talk about our other countries, yeah.
Yes,
Because for me, as a criminologist, I believe that actually there is kind of hesitation by the governments to do maximum things to get rid of this.
Yeah.
If we remember of the Sambo's case, right, a year ago, what happened then? Because there's allegedly there's kind of operations, to secure up this kind of online gambling in return of money, given to the police, right? So, it may be rumors, it may be untrue, but the fact is that there is kind of controversy, there is kind of rumors that actually the governments or people in the governments, play safe, play half-heartedly, in terms of this. So that's so that at the end the phenomenon can be so emergent like we have now.
Right. I see this, Prof, is similar to the case of narcotics in relation to how it's first of all, it's addictive. It targets a lot of young people, and the users are victimized, as well as it's a great line. Probably not here in this country, but in a lot of countries, users are helped because they're considered as victims, and whereas here, it's a difficult border to cross. And why do you think that this is, or do you think that it's also similar like a narcotics?
Yes and no. Yes, in terms of that there is kind of addictive situation, and there is kind of organized crime behind it, who create the situation, lure people to that situations, and prevent people from quitting from this kind of online gambling. That's one thing. The second, in terms of creating a counseling, creating a rehabilitation for the victims.
Yeah.
In terms of the narcotic has been prevalent in Indonesia. I don't think it is also happening in terms of the online gambling. Yeah? Probably we will need some time to see that happening.
So we mentioned earlier in this discussion about online gambling ads popping up on social media platforms. Does the government have power to regulate and to talk and discuss with social media companies, who are, by the way, very powerful, and they tend to do whatever they want to do?
It is, yeah. There was the dichotomy between privacy, freedom of democracy, the expression of freedom to express something, and the other hand is that the law enforcement, state security, yeah, as well as to maintain the safety of people. So how to find the medium between the two? I don't think that the answer has been found by the existing government.
Right. We've heard from you how the governments are doing in order to prevent this, and now let's go on how do we prevent the society themselves to prevent this from happening, whether it's their loved ones or whether it's they themselves. Like how do you prevent?
How do we avoid getting lured?
There are many programs can be delivered to prevent the society, but considering the urgency of the situation, considering the scale of the problems, I think the government should play its role first. That is to enforce the law, arresting the culprit, yeah, and then eradicating the platform first, and then coming up with the other options.
Yes.
I mean, it shouldn't be vice versa.
Yeah. Is it realistic that the government can entirely eradicate
I doubt.
online?
I doubt.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
The thing that because the government has seen this phenomenon since 2 decades,
I see.
but they do nothing.
Okay, well, they do nothing, but they can always do something. Thank you so much, Prof. Adri Meliala, for
Thank you so much,
sharing
Prof.
your insights on the online gambling in Indonesia. Hopefully, there are not going to be more people getting lured into this because, I mean, it's damaging to families as well, families who are currently in debt.
Completely broke. Yeah.
Yeah,
completely
completely
broke.
broke, and that's very sad. So anyways, we are going for our next break. We'll return and bring you update from around the world.